Do you have a long layover in China and wonder if you can leave the airport without a visa? In this video, I'll share my personal experience during a layover in Shenzhen with a Chinese airline and walk you step by step through how to get a free temporary visa so you can explore a little bit of China. Let's go! In my life, I have been in a lot of airplanes, but this was my first opportunity to fly with a Chinese airline. In the future, I could create a video on those regards, because that was an experience itself. The flight was long, but surprisingly comfortable. The flight attendants were super kind. The plane wasn't full, so my kids were able to lie down and sleep. At one point, other passengers opened a window while my kids were asleep. I asked the crew to intervene, and they helped without hesitation. The food was really tasty, and if I wanted more juice, they brought it. That is what I call an excellent service. Landing went smoothly, and then came the interesting part: immigration and the layover process. What happens at immigration during a layover in Shenzhen? If your airline transfers your bags and you don't plan to leave the airport, you can walk to a special layover area where you don't need a visa. And it becomes a matter of waiting for the next flight. But if, like me, you want to step out and touch China, or you have to switch airlines and need to go out to check in your luggage again, that's when the 24-hour temporary visa process begins. How to get the 24-hour temporary visa. The process is straightforward but takes a bit of time. Here's what you need: a printed copy of your tickets showing your full name, dates, and flight route, inbound to China and outbound China. A completed form, arrival card for temporary entry foreigners, different from the one you get on the plane. For this form, they will ask you on which flight you arrived to China and on which flight you'll depart. You will need to get help from an airline staff member to complete another form, letter of guarantee. On this letter, you need to sign, write your name and the date. If you are flying with your kids, ask the staff how to sign on their behalf, or just write the name. In case you have not brought the printed copy, don't worry. The staff member can help you to print, but will increase the waiting time. The airline representative takes all your paperwork and passport to an immigration officer. After some minutes, they come back with your passport and an approved arrival card. With that, you can approach the immigration officers. You will get stamped your passport and you're officially allowed to enter China. Remember to keep the return form inside the passport because you will need it when coming back to the airport and cross the border control again. Baggage layover tips. If your bags are transferred to your next flight, you're free to go. If not, collect them and consider using the storage service. That way, you can move around easily. It's not expensive. You just have to find it in Shenzhen Airport on the Terminal 3. It was at the end of the gate. We saw some private lounges and rest areas, but we preferred to explore instead. Returning to the airport. If you didn't collect bags and already have your boarding pass, go straight through security. When crossing security, keep in mind to have your passports and boarding pass handy at all times. If you stored your bags, pick them up and check them in. When I came back in, they asked for our passports and boarding passes multiple times, much more than for other passengers. No idea why, but after security, it was all normal again. That was our layover in Shenzhen. Comfortable, well-attended, and full of surprises. If you have a long stopover in China, prepare ahead and enjoy the chance to explore. In the next video, I'll show you what you can do in Shenzhen during a layover. See you soon.